Boom shakalaka, this extremely urgent chart changes everything for Bitcoin, could significantly impact your portfolio strategy. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we are talking about this chart here, why it could significantly impact your portfolio strategy, changes everything for Bitcoin, and what particularly it means for you. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every day we share some of the best charts that you could get before we even have them in videos. Now, today, extreme fear in the markets 23. It's been this for the past month. Forget that fear. That was like 3 days. We've just been in extreme fear for a long time. The total market's down about 1% today. Bitcoin at 38,949, Ethereum at 25.84, BNB at 369, XRP at 76 cents, Terra Luna at $90, Cardano at 80 cents, Solana at $80, and Avalanche at $69. My favorite. Way to go, Avalanche. Now, if you want to know the best coins today to buy to outpace Bitcoin, we're going to take a look at KuCoin today, up over 771% over just holding Bitcoin. These coins are picked out using artificial intelligence and machine learning. Over 80 indicators to pick out the best coins today on KuCoin would be Thorchain, Kyber Network Crystal, Pax Gold, Waves, and Terra. And if you want to try this out for yourself, where you could change the time horizon, daily, weekly, monthly, you could add some low caps for higher risk, but potentially higher reward. You can even do a whole bunch of other stuff, like take a look at their TM grade for every single crypto out there. Well, there's a discounted link down in the description. Now, guys, I have been pretty darn bullish about Bitcoin for quite a while because almost all the charts we look at look very, very good for Bitcoin, except for this one here. And we're going to get into exactly why this chart is quite frightening, why it could completely change everything that you've been doing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But let's start with some of the bullish charts, just as a reminder as to what Bitcoin could potentially do. So if we take a look at this chart here, the entity adjusted dormancy flow, this orange line, we could see it is down to near historic lows. In Bitcoin's entire history, the entity adjusted dormancy flow has only dropped to this level 3 times before. Every time it did, it was a historic bottom, an amazing buy opportunity. Well, right now we are in the same area. That sounds bullish to me, right? How about this chart here? If we take a look at a whole bunch of Bitcoin indicators indicating the top and also the bottom, we can see that Bitcoin's entire history, it's spent pretty much in this white area right here. Well, we can see it is at the very bottom. That would suggest that it's a great buy opportunity because it's more likely to go up than to go down. That looks bullish to me also. If we take a look at this chart here, looking at the weekly Meyer multiple, this blue line here, every time it gets to the bottom here, guess what? Bitcoin price shoots off, gets to the bottom, Bitcoin price shoots off, gets to the bottom, Bitcoin price shoots off. Look where it is right now. The bottom, once again, yet again, another bullish chart. And then we have this one here, the percent of Bitcoin supply held by long-term holders. Anytime it is in 67 to 75%, this green area, great buy opportunity. We are in there right now. Well, those are all extremely bullish charts, which makes me think that I should be very bullish. But you just have to wait, because there's a couple more charts before we get into the main chart. This one here, showing that the illiquid supply of Bitcoin is actually outpacing the issuance of Bitcoin, making Bitcoin a deflationary currency sooner than anybody really expected. And if we take a look at the illiquid supply shock ratio from William Clementelli, we can see that it has shot up over the past week. Absolutely shot up to new all-time highs, the highest it's been since the 2017-2018 peak, even higher than it was back when Bitcoin was at $70,000 the first time, when the Pi cycle top indicator flagged, signaling a top. Now, all of these things, exceptionally bullish, which brings me to this chart here, why this chart could completely change the tides for Bitcoin. This is from the Real Plan C, very important post. The floor Bitcoin price of the accumulation phases was within 0 to 29 days of the last 3 crosses. Now this cross is the accumulation phase floor confirmation cross. It takes a look at two lines, the blue one, which is the short-term holder floor, and the green one, which is the dormancy flow floor. When these cross, each time within 0 to 29 days, there was a bottom where it touched this green dormancy flow floor. We had a cross 9 days ago. Will history repeat? The last 3 times resulted in a Bitcoin price drop to my Confluence floor model, currently at $26,820. This could potentially signal, it's signaled correctly 3 times before. That means there's an 80% chance it will happen this time. Well, it is signaling that potentially Bitcoin price could head down to about $27,000. If we take a look here in 2015, we had a cross right here, boom, touched the green line right there. And that was 29 days before. In 2019, we had a cross right there, and boom, 15 days, touched it. Here we go. We had a cross right here, and on the day, it touched the green line. Now, we just had a cross 9 days ago. We have not yet had it touching this green line, so potentially could touch that line. And just to give you an idea of the Confluence floor model, how accurate it has been, you can see it's this red line right here, and we can see the white line of Bitcoin price touching it back here in 2015, and again 2019, and again 2020. And we can see that every time it just barely grazed the line, making it a very, very accurate price predictor for the bottom. Which brings me to this, what he's saying furthermore about this chart right here. Plan C goes on to say, this cross is exciting to me since it could mean the accumulation phase Bitcoin bottom is in or close to being in within the next 1 to 6 weeks. He goes on further to say the 27,000 is my very bottom right now if we had a massive capitulation event. But I'm still not convinced we break the $30,000 to $33,000 range. Which brings us to, if that were to happen, if we were to touch the Confluence model right now at about $27,000, being an 80% chance that it could happen. Well, there's a 20% chance it might not. But if it did, how long until the price recovers? And I think we can take a look at this chart here to give us an idea. So the first time it happened, back in 2015, well, we can see that it actually took 308 days for the price to recover. Now, the next time it happened in 2019, it actually took 147 days for the price to recover. And when I say for the price to recover, I mean for the price to get back above where it was when that cross happened. Which brings me to the last one, which was in 2020. It only took 14 days. So on average, that would put it at 156 days for the next recovery from price where it is now to drop to the bottom, potentially $27,000, to come back up above where we are today, putting that date roughly at about August, okay? So the middle of this year before the price would continue to go back down. And as a matter of fact, if we go out to that date, guess what? The price right there, around $33,000 if it touches this orange support line that Bitcoin's been in for many, many years. So that being said, this could potentially change your strategy completely if you are more of a short-term Bitcoin trader. This says there's an 80% chance that the price is going to drop. 20% that it's not going to drop. 20% chance that it could go up or stay the same. But an 80% chance that the price would drop. So would you then sell your Bitcoin now to buy it back at potentially a lower price? Maybe. But as we've seen previously, particularly here in 2020, it was really only a flash crash. You had 2 weeks to get back in. And during those 2 weeks, people were scared. They were saying it was going to zero. So that could potentially repeat itself today. Me personally, I'm not really doing anything. I'm a long-term Bitcoin hodler, 10 plus year time frame, because by that time, 2 more halvings could go up 2 more orders of magnitude. Wow. It could be absolutely crazy by that point. So guys, that's all for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. And check out Token Metrics for yourself so you can see what the top cryptos are before anybody else. There is a discount link down in the description. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you later. Love you. Peace.